Hi, Alex.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Sit on there.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, Andy, so I was talking to a friend and a customer the other day, Cameron Lee of Lee Farms. He's been doing business with me for a long time, and he's a good friend. And he was talking about you and mentioned you and your operation, and that maybe that a conversation between you and I could be mutually beneficial.
Absolutely, yeah.
Fantastic, fantastic. So I'd just like to talk a little bit about you and what you do, and then a little bit about me and some of the products that I have to offer, and see if there's any interest. Would about 15 minutes of your time be all right?
That's just fine.
Fantastic. Thank you. So I just want to start off finding out a little bit more about you and how your operation goes. So I'm a chemical dealer. So do you have your own sprayer?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Yeah.
Fantastic, fantastic. So that means you probably have a supplier for your chemicals.
Yeah, I use Cache River. They're actually just across the border in Arkansas. It's about a 45-minute drive to Pollard. But that's how I've been doing it the last couple of years.
Okay, okay. Have you ever, if you don't mind me asking, have you ever had any trouble with them?
Oh, once last year, I ran out, in the middle of the day, had to run over there and get some more. By the time I got back, the day was pretty much over. So I lost a whole day's work, essentially. But other than that, I haven't had too many big problems.
Okay, okay. Good to know. So you did mention that you, maybe they didn't have something readily available in a decent amount of time for you, so that you lost a little time in production?
Exactly.
Okay, okay. So obviously that's going to lose you time, and time is money. So you potentially lost a little time and money in that transaction.
Mm-hmm.
So what would it mean for you and your company to have a more consistent and accommodating partnership?
That would mean a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It'd help out a lot.
Good, good, good. So let's talk a little bit about spraying specifically. You have your own sprayer, so you run your own deal. Let's talk a little bit about burn down. So pre-plant. Have you ever had any trouble with products not working?
Last year we had an issue with it not being able to kill off all the mare's tail, but other than that, we've usually been pretty good on burn down.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. So kind of what goes into a burn down generally, you have your killer product, and you have a crop oil and an MSO of some sort, or and an AMS. And a lot of people don't really know what the crop oil does or why they have to have it. They just know they have to have it. You know. So specifically, crop oils. Are you using a crop oil or an MSO, or what are you running?
We use crop oil.
Okay, just a generic crop oil.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So have you ever had any trouble with maybe that crop oil not doing its job?
I guess last year was probably the best example. Like I said, we actually had a tough enough time killing mare's tail on the first go around on the burn down that we actually had to go around and do a second go around on the burn down, and that was the first time I had to do that, and I was pretty disappointed in that.
Right, I can understand that, absolutely. So obviously that second pass cost you time and money,
Mm-hmm.
right? Right, okay. The lost production in time. So if you were to find a product that was better designed for burn down, that could maybe save you a little bit of time later on and an extra spray, would that be beneficial to you?
Yeah, absolutely. If we can cut it down to one and get rid of everything, that'd be perfect.
Fantastic, fantastic. Just a few more questions to kind of get to know you a little bit more and understand your needs. So with a lot of operations such as yours and mine, expansion and looking towards the future is a large aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be true for you?
Absolutely, yeah. Right now I'm sitting at about 2,300 acres, which down in Rankin, that's real small. And I would like in the next 5 years, I hope to move to 5,000 acres.
Okay.
And actually double in the next 5 years. It's a lofty goal, but it's what I have.
Fantastic. That's great. That's great. You gotta have goals. You gotta have goals. So an expansion of that caliber, that's going to take some time and some money. Do you ever find that because you are respraying or you're spending extra time on a tillage situation that you may not have time to look for ground? Or
Absolutely. Like last year, prime example of having to leave and come back. Yeah.
okay, fantastic. Okay, good to know. So obviously, with that, that's going to affect your free time and ultimately your bottom line. You know, because you're spending extra time on a second pass, and you're not out there looking for more ground to farm. So would it benefit you and your farm to find a reliable and effective product so that you could have more time and money in the long run?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be something I'm interested in.
Fantastic. So kind of what I'm hearing from you is you've had some issues with your provider, mainly distance is kind of what I'm gathering, and availability. And then also you've had a little bit of trouble cleaning up your fields in a burn down situation, because maybe you're using cheaper products, something to that effect, and you'd really like to expand, but you're having trouble finding time to do so. So now I would like to talk a little bit about kind of me and what I do, and then I'm going to outline a product that I think you would be interested in. So my name is Alex Hahn, and I own and operate Hahn Chemical Sales, which is a spin-off of Hahn Farms, which we sell seed and fertilizer and other things. My folks do. So anyway, I have about 7 suppliers, wholesale suppliers that I go through, and one of them is Helena Chemical Company. And one of their specific products is one I want to talk to you about today. It's called Fire Zone.
Okay.
It is a sort of MSO or a crop oil generic, but it's specifically formulated to burn down only. So you have your crop oil and your MSOs, which your crop oil is kind of a lower powered penetrant, you know. So your crop oil or MSO or whatever you're using, one of those surfactants or adjuvants, what it does is it breaks down the waxy coating on the leaf of the plant, so that the actual chemical that is killing the product gets to the plant, right? So your crop oil, and then the next step up would be an MSO, and then this Fire Zone is actually 20 times as powerful as the MSO. Is how they've formulated this. So some of the features and benefits of this product is it is optimized for burn down. It is a burn down only. This is not to be used post plant. I have not seen what it'll do to soybeans, but I can't imagine it's very good. Because it is formulated for only burn down, they can make it as strong as they do for a lot quicker and more efficient kills. And you're going to get a lot of initial weed control a lot faster. You know, with a typical spraying application, you're going to see results in a couple of days. With Fire Zone, if the condition's right, you're going to see it in a couple of hours, maybe. You know, by that afternoon, it could be turning brown. And it can also be applied to ground and air. So you have your own sprayer, so you can apply this to your field like normal. But sometimes field conditions aren't right, and you can't get in there, it's muddy or something, your sprayer's broke down, something like that. It can be flown on. Okay. So that's a little bit of flexibility that this product has. Is everything that I've been over, you understand, you're comfortable with this so far? So far, fantastic.
Sounds great.
Fantastic. So what I'd like to do now, I have a short demonstration that I'd like to show you right over here. So I have these two cups, and they're styrofoam, which is a waxy material, sort of like the waxy on the leaf. So I'm going to put Fire Zone in this cup and a regular crop oil in this cup, and we're going to see the difference in its power. So I'm going to pour a little bit of each in the cups, and then while that's doing its thing, we're going to see results really quickly within the first minute or two. This is going to take 5 or 6, but we'll see that here in a minute. So while that's doing its thing, I'd like to go over price. And price is something that generally gets people, because you can get a crop oil. You can get a cheap crop oil for $12, $13, you know, and a lot of people have been getting away with that for a long time. One specific example, the Fire Zone is available in two different sizes. So you can get it in 2.5 gallon jugs or 265 gallon totes. So the jugs, they're more convenient, but they're a little higher. So it's $25 a gallon. And the tote is $23.50.
$23.50.
$23.50.
My goodness, yeah, okay.
Right. And I understand your objections there, and I come across that all the time. But I'm a firm believer you get what you pay for. An example is I have a customer. He's a great customer. I've been with him for a long time. But he has been using some generic cheap crop oil. I mean, he's getting by the tote, and it's cheap. And he's been getting away with it for several years. But this year was the big difference. He was trying to burn down some mare's tail, and he was off label. No chemical label is labeled for over 6-inch plants.
Mm-hmm.
It's not guaranteed to kill anything over 6 inches. You can get away with it a lot of time, and he was trying to kill some 12, 15-inch plants, you know. And this crop oil, it wasn't getting the job done. It would burn down the plant, but then the top would grow back. And that was a fairly typical thing this year. A lot of farmers ran into. So he was a little irritated because he'd spent a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had my chemical representative from Helena come out and talk to him, and we went over some scenarios. And Jacob, my rep, he said, "I think you should use Fire Zone. You should just try it." So anyway, after he went over this field, and he did a couple of fields that he hadn't burned down yet, and it did a great job. I mean, the results were outstanding, you know. So so I understand your apprehension on price, but what I want you to do is look at the difference. And I know you probably have some reservations, like, why would I buy this product when there's other stuff out there, you know? And I get that all the time. But as you can see, the cup of Fire Zone in it comes empty because the bottom of the cup is gone. You know, it's mush. You know, and this one's just starting to drip. You know, there's a huge difference in how it works and the effectiveness. So did that kind of clear up some of your?
I'll tell you what, that was one hell of a demonstration. When you said earlier it was 20 times stronger, I just kind of shook my head. I didn't, you know, I just thought you were trying to swindle me. Tell you what, proof's in the pudding. That's some strong stuff. Tell you what, I'm a lot more interested now than I was.
Right. Good. So let's see. So I saw this demonstration. And that was great. I love that demonstration. It works wonders. And every time, no matter what you put it against, it's gonna be a lot better. You know. And I've done it with several times, and there's been trials all over the country. Helena is a nationwide company. So also I have some charts here with some different results from field trials and plots over the years, and it shows the Fire Zone against other products. And as you can see, the Fire Zone is more effective in all these plots and trials. So is there any question? Do you have any questions for me as far as the product, or is there anything I need to clear up?
No, I think you've pretty well gone over everything so far.
Okay. Well, great. So, since I've showed you the demonstration, I've gone over some of the products, the prices, and kind of how things break down. Another thing that we offer is Helena does have local representatives, along with myself. And if you ever have a problem with a product not working that you've got from us, and there's an issue, and if it's a branded product, the manufacturer will reimburse you, and that we're kind of the liaison in between that. So, and we'll come out and we'll check your fields and see how things are going, and if you need to make an application or need a recommendation for what to apply, there's the things that we offer. So there's always somebody close. I mean, in the chemical business, anybody with a license can sell you the same stuff. So service and price is where I like to put myself at the top, you know, at the top of the pack. You know, I'm open 7 days a week, all day. You know, so that's service is how you get people, and I'm not here to make a killing. I'm trying to get by, and I farm. I understand things are high, and so I find the lowest available price for effective products. That's my goal, and to help you so that we can grow some food. So is there any other questions, or are you interested in this product?
I am actually. After seeing all that, I tell you what, that was impressive, and I don't want to repeat of last year having to go over to do a burn down. I think that really will get it done.
Well, good. That is great. So it's the early November. You know, we've got fall stuff going on right now, and typically mid-December is when the prices start getting set, and they're going to move throughout the year. That's how it works. So, how about mid-December we get back together, and we can discuss some more stuff,
That'll
and
work for me.
we'll do some ordering, and we'll look at some other products and things